Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I think it means a lot because it is a international award. Uh, it is the second time that you have held this awards program and ceremony, and very accomplished individuals have been awarded in other categories. So to be one of them, it's a high honor. It's also a good, it seems like it's a very high recognition, and it gives you that extra prestige and that extra status within my own university and within my own colleagues and other ophthalmologists in the UK. And I have this feeling that going forward into the future, this will become one of the established prestigious awards in Europe. And it will be nice to reflect back and say, well, I got one of them. Well, I don't know because I sent a very brief CV, and then I don't know what was the basis on which they decided, and I don't know how many people were nominated, etc. But I have been in the field of ophthalmology now for almost 35, 40 years. And I have, I mean, that's starting from my training onwards. And I have I think probably a well-rounded experience in academics, research, teaching, clinical service, and innovation, as well as in administration, because I've been president of many European bodies, like the European Vision and Eye Research Association, and I was president of the European Society for Cornea and Ocular Surface Disease Specialists, which is EUCornea, and I have been on the national, the Royal College of Ophthalmologists, which is the national body. I've been the president. So I've been on the top of many organizations, as well as my research, which was quite prominent. And in 2013, we discovered this new layer in the cornea, which is also called Dua's layer after my name, and also the predesmates layer. So that has changed a lot of surgical practice and understanding corneal pathology. So that's a very prominent kind of uh, achievement. So I think all that must have contributed. So it was not very good, because although as an ophthalmologist we were not at the coal face right at the front, but we were very close to all our patients. We, our examination distance, we have to get very close to the patient to see the eyes, and therefore we were given specialist personal protective equipment with the FP2 and FP3 masks. Um, and we had all the elderly patients, so they were all the vulnerable group, and we had to space them out. We had to see fewer patients because spend a lot of time to clean between patients. And we already had, just in our hospital, 7,000 patients waiting to be seen. And with the 1.5, 2 years of COVID, that number has now gone up to about 15,000. So not only outpatient appointments, but also surgical appointments were deferred. And the problem has been that many patients have gotten worse while they're waiting, and the eye conditions have gotten worse. Many patients were scared to come to hospital because they thought they might get COVID. So even emergencies were not properly dealt with in time. So that is a huge problem, and we still have the backlog to deal with. Fortunately for me personally, all through these years, I did not get COVID. I got my vaccinations, I got my booster, and then I got COVID. So only,
Well,
only last could have been worse. But I'm recovered fully now, so I'm quite well. Well, the short answer is we don't know. We thought we would overcome it after the first winter was over. Then we thought we'd overcome it again. But the new variation, the new mutations that are coming, are completely putting us back each time. And every time we develop a vaccine or a diagnostic test or understand how to treat, it goes back to the start with a new strain. Not completely, but quite a bit back. So at the moment, like we know, the Omicron is not as uh, susceptible to the vaccines as the Delta variant was. So maybe the vaccine is not good enough. Maybe we have to take a vaccine every year, like the flu vaccine, for the different mutation. Some of them might be more serious for certain groups of people, and we saw with the black African minority ethnic groups, and also with the old age people were getting more affected. I think that will continue in some form or the other. I think it was very nice. I think the music was great. The presentation was good. It was a very high class. The songs in the beginning, and the opera singer, and then later after dinner, and also it was conducted in a very orderly manner, and everybody got to say a few words. But I didn't get to hold my vote. I was only watching it. Yeah.